The Battle of Ain Jalut, fought on September 3, 1260 CE, was a decisive and historically significant battle between the Mamluk Sultanate and the Mongol Empire. It took place in the Jezreel Valley of modern-day Israel, near a spring called Ain Jalut, which means Spring of Goliath. This battle is renowned for halting the seemingly unstoppable advance of the Mongols into the Middle East and is often considered a turning point in history. In the mid-13th century, the Mongol Empire was expanding rapidly, conquering vast territories across Asia and parts of Europe. The Mongols, under leaders like Genghis Khan and later his grandson Hulagu Khan, had carved out the largest contiguous empire in history. By 1258, the Mongols had captured Baghdad, the capital of the Abbasid Caliphate, and devastated one of the most important cultural and religious centers of the Muslim world. Their destruction of Baghdad was brutal, marking the fall of the Abbasids and a significant blow to Islamic civilization. With Baghdad in ruins, the Mongols turned their sights on Syria, Palestine, and eventually Egypt. The Mamluks, who ruled Egypt and parts of Syria, were a relatively new military power. Originally composed of slave soldiers who had risen to overthrow the Ayyubid dynasty. Led by Sultan Qutuz and his brilliant general, Baibars, the Mamluks recognized that they were one of the last significant Muslim powers capable of resisting the Mongol advance. Hulagu Khan, the Mongol leader, left behind a contingent of his army, under the command of his lieutenant, Qutuz, to continue the conquest of Syria and Palestine while he returned east to deal with internal issues within the Mongol Empire. Qutuz had already seized Aleppo and Damascus, spreading fear throughout the region. The Mongols sent a letter to the Mamluk Sultanate, demanding their surrender, threatening the same fate as Baghdad if they resisted. Sultan Qutuz and the Mamluk leadership, however, chose to fight. They executed the Mongol envoys, signaling their defiance, and began to prepare for a final confrontation. Qutuz and Baibars marshaled their forces, securing alliances with other regional powers, set out to meet the Mongols in battle. The Mongol army, led by Qutuz, was a formidable force, known for its highly skilled cavalry, speed, and tactical flexibility. They had employed devastating shock tactics in previous battles, combining horse archers with heavy cavalry charges to break enemy formations. The Mamluk army was smaller, but highly trained and battle-hardened. Their cavalry, including both light horsemen and heavily armored Furisian knights, were well-versed in mounted combat and the use of both archery and close-quarters fighting. The Mamluks also had the advantage of fighting on home territory.